I injured my hip about 18 months before I went to see Core, and I tried various things, physical therapy, chiropractors that I worked with for years, etc., and none of that had worked. And so I wasn't able to do a lot of the stuff, particularly play tennis, which I used to play 4 or 5 times a week. And then I had pain started to go into my knee, and really got to a point where the next step was going to have to be surgery if I wanted to get back to kind of living an active lifestyle. I met Dr. Quinn, and actually we met remotely initially because I'm in California, she's in Colorado. She treated my brother, that's how I knew about her. And I had an MRI and also one on my shoulder, which is an older injury. And so we kind of went through those, and she went through the different treatment options. And she mentioned that given the severity of my injuries, that stem cell treatment she thought could work. So she talked to me about what that was and then what the treatment program, and then we kind of arranged for me to come out to Colorado and do the, I mean, everyone's different. I'm someone who's always been like super physically active, so it kind of got to the point where pretty depressing. Also being in pain all the time, it's not fun. That's also depressing. So, I mean, I did have a surgery option, so I knew there was another path, but I wasn't keen to do that. You know, that's quite serious. And now I'm in a position 7 months later where I'm back to playing tennis, 4 times a week. I've been putting a lot of other effort into it, so I have to be stretching support around it. But, I'd say I'm back to doing 90% of what I was able to do in previous years. So it's really kind of dramatic. So before working with Dr. Quinn, I'd heard about a year and a half before, and I went to see 2 or 3 different physical therapists, chiropractors, people very experienced working with kind of sports injuries. And then I went to Kaiser, worked with orthopedics group there. So I was putting a lot of time and effort into it, but it wasn't working. So I knew there were some structural issues that I had to deal with. And yeah, that wasn't great. It was a bad year and a half, really. And since then, like I said, I'm back to doing what I want. I would definitely recommend Dr. Quinn to anyone with a sports injury. I think she's empathetic. She's kind of an athlete herself, and I think she's gone through some of the treatments herself. She's had injuries, sort of like understands where you are. And conventional doctors are very much like, well, you're 57, so you gotta scale things back. And she's like, no, we're gonna get you back to doing what you want to do. I like her attitude. And yeah, she just seems dedicated to her craft. So I really like working with her.